science continues to search the globe for new plant materials, the future of nutritional science is becoming personal. As Chinese doctors have known for centuries, every human being should be treated as having a unique physical makeup that requires individual attention.
Every human being is different, and while we don't understand yet how, one can be pretty sure that everybody's nutritional needs are a little bit different depending on the genes they're born with, the environment they grow up with, the diet that they consume every day.
In fact, you can go all the way back to 2,500 years ago, at the time of Hippocrates, who said that positive health depends on humans' constitution, what today we call genetics.
Aiding the theory of individual nutrition is the study of the human genome. Nutritionists now have a powerful tool designed to take us into yet another era of nutritional science.
One of the great developments that's come out of the Human Genome Project, the understanding of what all our genes are and how they're organized and things like that, has been we are beginning to understand human differences at the genetic level. Nutrition is going to do the same thing. We're going to understand that depending on your genetic background, certain supplements or combinations of vitamins and trace minerals are better for your health than they might be for somebody else's. We're going to personalize nutrition.
In Chinese medicine, every individual has his own constitution, and you match it with the right kind of food, exercise, and medicine. A big part of it is determined by genetics.
We now understand that the food you eat regulates your gene expression. This is going to have a huge impact on the future of nutrition. And with personalized diet, nutritional supplementation, and lifestyle changes, we may be able to forestall or even avoid many chronic diseases.
In the future, it's very possible, and it'll be some time from now, that we'll be able to take a few drops of blood from that baby, enough to give us all the DNA we need, that's what genes are made of, to study, if you will, that baby's genetic background, and eventually to personalize his or her nutrition to maximize his or her health.
Today, we are all in this together. The quest for nutrition and optimal health continues as it has for centuries. With the evolution of science, we now realize many of the answers have always been there, growing around us in the simplicity of nature.
We came into this planet that produced a perfect food supply for us. And I think it's our responsibility to return whatever we have eliminated back into the food supply that was there before.
What is a broad prescription to maximize human health in the 21st century? Eat right. Get an adequate supply of calories and nutrition. Make sure you have the supplementation you need in your diet. Exercise vigorously every day, even if it's only for a few minutes. Minimize stress. I think we live in a world that cultivates stress. And take some lessons from our great teachers in both the East and West about seeing yourself as part of a human family to minimize stress.
There's nothing better than to go out into the garden and to collect something, especially if you've grown it yourself, because a freshly picked tomato or beans or whatever will be the most nutritious form of the food you're able to get. And this perhaps gets back to the old hunter-gatherer instinct in all of us, where we're getting back to our basics, and the earth is there, it's supplying us with food just as our forebears did perhaps tens of thousands of years ago.
We've obviously come a long way since Hippocrates, and we have learned more about what nutrients are essential and how to provide them most efficiently and effectively to people who want to improve or optimize their diet. Many health professionals now believe that the best way to improve health is to improve diet, just as Hippocrates believed 2,000 years ago.
And with tools like the human genome, we can now expand on nature while symbolically returning to the forest where plants have nourished our bodies since the beginning of time.